We begin with what everyone is talking about right now, snow. Cuyahoga and Summit counties are now under a winter storm warning. We have our chief meteorologist, Betsy Kling, in tonight. Betsy, what are you seeing right now?
Well, we've had some adjustments, some changes. This is all on par with exactly what we typically get with a big winter storm coming through. The heaviest snow is really just getting into the peak right now, so we're kind of in it as far as the overnight hours goes. We still have some sleet mixing in, but it's becoming less and less of an issue, so it's going to be a pure snow event as we head through the rest of the night tonight. There are some county snow emergencies that have been issued, and Medina County has been added to the winter storm warning, along with all areas along and east of I-77. Here's where the county snow emergencies are now at level 1. Again, these are issued by your sheriff's offices, and it means that you have to use caution when driving. Erie, Huron, Richland, and Summit counties all under a level 1 snow emergency. Central and southern Ohio, there are some counties that are at level 2. So we do have the potential to have more expanded county emergencies through the night tonight, and Holly and Matt will have the latest on that tomorrow morning starting at 4:30. Winter weather advisory for your blue counties here: Lorain, Richland, Ashland, Wayne, and Holmes. You can see Medina is now pink into the winter storm warning, along with Cuyahoga, Summit, Stark, Tuscarawas, Carroll, Portage, Geauga, Lake, Ashtabula, and Trumbull counties. It's all about impacts, and whether you're under the advisory or under the warning, we will have impacts. As a matter of fact, Erie and Huron aren't even in an advisory, and they are under a level 1 snow emergency. So don't focus on the technicalities. We want to focus on those impacts. And we have heavy snow that is coming down across a good chunk of northern Ohio right now. We have seen a few breaks here and there. This happens with these big storm systems. We're kind of on the western periphery of this one, but we have a huge influx of moisture and energy that is feeding into Northeast Ohio now. And that is helping to prolong this. And actually, we're just seeing things really getting going as this banding is starting to take place. Temperatures are in the low to mid 20s right now. This is perfect snowmaking temperatures, but it's not just the surface temperatures that matter. Remember, we need to go just above the surface, because if we get any warm air above the surface, that starts to mess around with our snowflakes. And it actually tonight has meant some sleet from time to time. This is a radar product called the correlation coefficient, and you can see where we get these orange patches. These orange patches, as it continues to populate here, are basically areas where the radar is saying, okay, these things don't relate to the rest of everything else. And so that is where we're seeing that sleet. And we've been able to watch where the sleet is coming in. But the most important thing to note is that it's moving. So we're not expecting it to have a huge impact on snow totals. It'll have a small impact. Meanwhile, the roads are a mess. It is slow going out there. And as we expand the picture, you can see how this storm system is wrapping up. You can see this punch coming right in here. That's that energy. And this is going to be our pivot point. This stays with us tonight. And that means we're going to continue to see that snow coming down. I want to fast forward. I'm going to skip the hour by hour, and we're just going to go to the storm totals, because I think this is what everybody honestly wants to see. We are still talking about some big numbers. We have not really adjusted too much. There's been some location changes, but for the most part, we're looking at a pretty good hit of snow, especially east of I-71. That's exactly what we've been telling you for the past several days. That would be the case. Areas west, though, even though you don't have as much snow, you're still going to have problems tonight and tomorrow morning. We're going to go hour by hour and take another deep look at this entire scenario setting up in just a little bit. Lena.
All right, Betsy, we'll see you again in a bit. Well, tonight, more than 900 crews are out across the state working to keep us safe. They are urging, as usual, for us to give them room and to avoid travel if possible. Our Lydia Esparra joins us now live in Strongsville. Lydia, that snow is coming down.
Oh my gosh, Lena, it is really coming down, and you're right. There were so many crews. We saw dozens and dozens of ODOT crews out there, but you can see it's still coming down. Look behind me. You can see that the roads are still packed, and as Betsy said, they've been predicting this for more than a week, and guess what? It is here and it's staying. But earlier today, we did go to Akron, and there is where it started coming from the south, and it's heading east. So of course the roads were slick, the cars were covered. We did our best to traverse that area. We came across one man that said he's so grateful he doesn't have to be in the rush hour in the morning. You worried at all about this storm coming?
I'm not necessarily worried, but for the people that are driving, that work for a living, that are driving on the road, they should probably be worried and maybe slow down on the road and keep everyone safe.
That is actually great advice. Take a look. I'm going to show you right now. So as we said earlier, we're in Strongsville. I'm going to walk over here. I did the test before so I wouldn't trip, but you can almost see, you can't see the road from the curb. Here's the curb. That's how fast this is coming down, and it just hasn't stopped coming down. Now, Lena, we had talked about this at the 6 o'clock, that we should be careful on the roads, but the other thing they're talking about is that, you know, a lot of them have snow bans. A lot of cities have snow bans. Anything over 2 inches. Folks, this is well over 2 inches, so make sure you get those cars off the street so we can get the snow plow people to be able to do the job that they need to do, is get those roads clear so we can be back on them. Lena,
Wow.
back to you.
It is coming down faster than plows can really get to it, for sure. And thank goodness for most kids, there's no school tomorrow. So thank goodness for small blessings there.
That's for sure.
Although I'm sure kids would have preferred a snow day. Thanks so much, Lydia. Appreciate it.
Well, Lena, you mentioned it. Tomorrow is going to be a huge day for getting out and enjoying the snow, with a lot of kids being off. We posted some of the best locations for sledding on our website, WKYC.com. Kane Park Hill, Hinckley Township, Sledding Hill, and Virginia Kendall Park top the list. Remember, you can always get the latest weather updates, including live radar, on our WKYC app. It's free to download for both iPhone and Android. You can also send us your pictures and video. Use the hashtag #3weather.